Merry meet, everybody. This is your High Priestess, Lady Lisa. And yes, I am sunburnt and tan and a little bit of everything going on here. I am not in the best mood today, but that's okay. Every time I go to do a video, I get interrupted. So, you know what? Here goes the video. It don't even matter. It just don't. Okay, so the video is going to be named Rush Magick. What happens when you have a high priestess, witch, master spellcaster, whatever you want to call whoever you get to do spells for you? What happens to these spells if they're done properly and correctly according to the person who's doing the spell for you and the rules they may set for you? What happens to this spell? Okay, now I can only speak for me and the way I perform spells and the way I give universal laws as a traditional taught priestess, high priestess, white witch, natural born white witch, high priestess. I give universal laws when I do magic for my clients, and they're very easy to abide by. Okay, really, they really are. I'm going to give you an example. If you want your boyfriend or your girlfriend to leave you alone, okay, and you come to me and you say, I just want them to break up with me for whatever the reason may be. I don't want to break up with them. I got a child involved. I don't want the child to think I did it. You know, you can't judge anybody for what they're thinking or why they choose to do the things that they choose to do. I'm just giving you hypotheticals. So I say to the person, okay, I'm going to do it for you, okay? And I tell you that you can't think about him. You can't have sexual relations with him. You can't have any type of intimacy with him. You can't vent to him about your girlfriends or her, vice versa. Okay, these things can weaken spells or can actually cancel the spells or even backfire the spells because you're going against the rules. The spell has been granted. The spell has been given out to the universe. It is up to Mother Universe when it will be granted, should be granted, okay? But if you want this man or this woman to leave you alone, but yet you keep contacting them or you keep speaking to them other than co-parenting, if you even are co-parenting, well, then you've broken all the rules. Therefore, your spell is no longer any good. It's not my fault. It's not Mother Universe's fault. It's the client's fault for not understanding or abiding by the rules. That's why I always ask permission before I will start the spell, because once you have written permission, that is my way of you saying to me, I have read the rules, I understand the rules, and let's rock and roll. And then off we go. Now, if you rush magic, as I said in many videos before, as I will say it again, when a spell is done for you, you cannot decide when that spell should be done for you. You have no right whatsoever. Just like putting in an application in a job. You have no right to tell that boss when he should hire you, if he even should hire you. That is not your right to do that, okay? That is totally up to the boss. When he wants to look at your application, renting an apartment or a home, the same exact thing. When they want to go through your application, when they want to call you and let you know that you got it, or if you didn't get it. It's the same thing with a spell. You cannot rush Mother Universe. Sometimes spells begin immediately and are granted immediately. I've done spells for myself that still didn't happen yet, and I'm being very patient and just waiting for the divine to answer my spells in her timing. It's like planting a seed. If you're growing tomatoes in your backyard, and you're constantly in the backyard digging up the seed to find out if the seed is growing, well, what is going to happen to the seed? The seed is going to die, just like the plant, just like the spell. You are going to have destroyed it. When I do magic for clients and they're constantly inboxing me or they're constantly texting me, well, why didn't it happen yet? Well, it should have happened yet. Well, now you're starting to make me feel like you don't believe in what I'm doing. And it's agitating me. Okay? So, there's going to be certain people that I am going to stop doing spells for completely, because I'm not breaking your spell. You're breaking your spell because you're not listening to rules. You're going ahead and doing things on your own. When you sit there and have the slightest doubt in the back of your mind that this person is not real, the spell won't work, or because it's not working fast enough, it failed, you failed it. That's it. I can't say no more than that. It's that simple. It's that simple. Yes, sometimes being on top of things is a good thing, being persistent, and sometimes it could be quite annoying to the where the person will back off, whether you're trying to get into a relationship, whether you're trying to further a relationship, whether you're trying to get that job that you wanted. It could be anything. Persistence can always have the good side and the bad side. That's the same thing with spells. You know, you have to just go with the flow, trust in the divine, and let the magic work in its timing. When you keep going against it and you keep putting your into it, you're going to do it this way. I'm going to go against it and do it my way. Well, then what do you need the spell for if you're going to do it your way? Then you don't need spells. Go ahead and do it your way. And I'm not like being harsh, I'm being upfront about it. There's not a lot of things in this world, let me rephrase that. There's not a lot of YouTube that you can look up on Rushing Magick, or books or anything that tells you about Rushing Magick. You might come across it every now and then, but it's very imperative to getting a spell done. Just like getting who does your spell done. You don't want just anybody doing your spell, because there's a lot of mean, evil people out here. You don't want just anybody doing a boob job on you, or a nose lift on you, or a nose job, or braces, or veneers, or eye laser surgery, or even your nails. You might have a certain person that just likes, you like doing your nails. So, you know, when you find that person that you can trust in doing your spells, and time after time after time, you're told over and over and over again that you are the one who's making your spells fail because of the things that you're doing, I don't know what else to say. I really don't, because I know if I'm starting to get insulted, I can only imagine what Mother Universe feels when she grants the spell and you keep pulling it back from her. That's like putting in an application for a job and the boss calls you and tells you you got the job. Right? Okay, so that's me. I did the spell for you. The candle burned beautifully. That's how I know that the spell got granted. Back to the boss. So you know you got the job. You know the spell got granted. Now you call the boss and you're like, well, I don't want the job, or I'm not sure if I want the job. Then you come back to the spellcaster. I'm just going back and forth, showing you hypotheticals. Well, you know, why didn't it happen yet? It's getting worse. Then you go back to the boss. Well, now I want the job. You know what's going to happen? The boss is going to tell you, get lost. Too many people out here need jobs. I don't got time for these games. I'm a busy person. I'm running a business. On to the next. And the spellcaster is going to do the same. Listen, I gave you rules. I told you stop talking about it, forget it, and be patient. You didn't do it. The spell has now failed. That is it. That's it. It's that simple. So the video is going to be named, What Happens When You Rush a Spell? And then I will be back later to do another video. A video that I've been meaning to do, but this just caught my attention today, which has me completely agitated. So I felt like if I jumped on and expressed it a little bit, it would take the frustration off of me. And at the same point, help those who are either coming into the beautiful world of magic, into the world of spellcasting, or for those who don't understand, you cannot rush magic. You just can't do it. When you rush into things, they always wind up backfiring on you, or it's the wrong decision. Okay, remember that. When you're looking to buy a car, we all know we want a car, right? Who feels like walking around? You got the money in your pocket, you want that car. But if you go up to the first dealership you look for and you just pick out any car off that lot because you don't want to walk no more because the money's in your pocket, I can almost guarantee you 9 times out of 10 you're going to walk off that lot disappointed within a week or 2, if not less, because you rushed into it. Instead of being patient, doing what's right with your money, not blowing it like a fool, and holding on to it while you looked around and you felt something with the right car. You felt the pull, you felt the energy, or you just felt that intuition that this is the right car for me. You went a whole year without a car. You can't go 2, 3, 4 more weeks without one. So you'd rather just rush and go grab one and it die on you in 2 weeks and there's nothing you could do because you already drove it off the lot, than just be patient and wait, huh? So that's how we do things in the world today, right? Not on my watch. Not on my watch. So, with that being said, being a high priestess, natural born witch, who is a master spellcaster as well, and will do many, many spells, including hexes, but for myself only. And I'll do a video later on why I do not perform them for clients anymore. Now, I will dress the candle for you and have it prepared, the hexing candle, and mail it out to you, where all you have to do is light it. But I will not perform them in my home anymore. No way. Okay? Because I get part of the repercussions, not of karma, because I don't believe in karma. None of that bullcrap. I'll explain that to you in the next video. When you're doing a hex for somebody in your home, the things that could come to you in your home while this hex is being performed for somebody. And it's not always worth anything you do. I don't care if the person paid $500 for it. I have my husband sitting right next to me as he's shaking his head yes and no. There you go. I won't put him on too long. It's not worth it, because as long as I've been spellcasting and he's been in my life, he has seen the things that happen from hexing other people. Now, I'm not talking about bad things like coming back to get me or the person. No, that doesn't happen because there's no karma in life. That's a label. I'm talking about when your protectors from the above come to fight off the candle. Well, then you feel that bad energy within your home. And everybody in the home gets affected. Because whether you're evil or you're good or you're in between, we all have protectors from the above. Whether they're our ancestors, our guardian angels, demons, whatever it may be. So if you don't know you're being hexed or you're getting unhexed or whatever the case may be, or you're trying to be brought back to somebody, your protectors are going to come and try to fight and defend you against that candle, which brings the energy into my home and affects me and everybody in the home, the feng shui, the atmosphere, the vibes, the energy, everything. So that's why I no longer will do hexing or unhexing in my home. And that will be that. So until the next video, you know, love and light. Many blessings to you. You can always comment below. Any question you may have, if it's negative, you will be blocked immediately and reported. I'm not even responding to the dumb shit. A subscribe would be a blessing. If you didn't like the video, fine. You gave a thumbs down. Who cares? Who cares? Because you have a thumb. You gave a thumbs down. Who cares? Okay? And if you do subscribe, please, please, please hit the bell button. This way you can get alerts when I come on and if I do decide to go live. With that being said, I do now have to click off, but I will be back on later. Love and light. Love you, peeps. Peace out.